Oh, we're live. We're live, Tim. Uh, hot start. We're live and I'm already fucking yawning. Oh, boy. Well, as well. Crack a beer to lead things off. Cheers. First in this hand. Yes. Great West Light. If you want to sponsor a hockey fight podcast, just saying. Oh, what's happening on this Friday? Well, there'll be hopefully won't get shut down tonight. Took the NHL stuff off the playlist, so Massey, what's happening? Yeah, so we'll give her a minute or two. We'll get a couple more chuckleheads in, and we'll get the show started. So I kind of kept the same playlist for the that I had last week. Obviously, I removed the NHL stuff. They I mean El Generico. They yeah, so hopefully, like I said, I would assume it was the NHL footage that got me shut down last week. So yeah, I kept the minor league stuff and in there because I think we got, I don't even know how many fights we got in. Not that many, I don't think. I think it was about 20, 15 fights or something in before the stream got shut down. So so it should be like I said, might be doubling up on a little bit to start the show here. Because like the first fight here is going to be Ingolstadt and Vandenbush. But we got some other stuff in there. But hang tight here for the four folks that are in here. Give me about one more minute and we'll fire it up here. We'll get going. Thank you for those that are in here so far. I was just looking. It's like I was saying this the other day. Like, so I put the reel out today that obviously it's Fighting Friday, and here we go. And I'm looking, and yeah, 4.7 thousand views that reel has, and there's 3 people in here. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at my Facebook page, and over the last over the last, where is it? Can you see it? It's like 1.7 million views in the last week. We got 6 people in here. Well, we got 6 anyway. So 7. Here we go. Well, I should probably fire this up then, shouldn't I? All right. Well, let's get into it here, folks. We'll fire it up. We will start it off with a couple legends here. Mel Engelstad versus Ryan Vandenbush. Let's go. I'll get my fat head out of the way. There we go. And away we go. Hold on, folks. I'm gonna adjust the layout of the screen here. Give me a second. I'll figure it out here. Nothing like a real professional setup here. There we go. Is that better? There we go. So we got McNelly and Matt Quigley. This is Cade McNelly's first fight in the Western Hockey League. He's 15 years old here. McNelly's in the blue with Seattle. Not too bad for a 15-year-old. Fired up, of course. Attaboy, kid. There you go. Nothing like a Friday. Have some rye, have a couple beers, you know, watch a live stream. Oh yeah, this is Simon Wielding and Troy Volhofer. Here we go. Some old IHL footage when you didn't have to battle through visors. Oh, good shot. Oh yeah. After the fight's done, you got to take the helmet off. Yeah. Yeah, I know. We were who was I talking to about that? We joked about it. I don't get that one either, but Josh Thrower and Tyrell Goldberg. This is a good fight in the old Western Hockey League. Here we go. This is going to be a good one. Quick and dirty. There we go. I don't think he's trying too hard anymore. Sean Thornton and Joel Terrio back in the American League had the Quebec Citadels. I always say this. I think I say this like every playlist when we're doing this, every live stream. But Sean Thornton's career just like never ceases to amaze me because he had a million fights in the American League before he ever got to the NHL, and then when he gets to the NHL, he has like a million more. It's like, man, the guy's body must be just like, and it wasn't the biggest guy either, but his fight card is phenomenal. Never stopped fighting. Like even in the American League, 20 fights a year every year for like 8 seasons. It's just like ridiculous, and gets the NHL and just, man, fights everybody again. And like I said, not the biggest guy, but unreal. Gino and Rob Melanson. Look at Gino going demolition man with the blonde mohawk back in the Quebec junior leagues. His hands probably still hurt. Oh, guaranteed. Fucking shit. My hands hurt every day. And I was at about 0.2% of the fights Thornton was in. Uh, Donald Brashear and Ken Tasker. This is when in the Quebec League in the LNAH. This is when Brashear went down and played in the lockout. And I always gave Brashear credit, man. Lockout season comes, he goes to the LNAH. Unbelievable. Target on his back. And but he was getting pissed, man. He was getting tired of guys like because they all wanted to fight him, right? Because hey, you want that on your resume. And he just like had enough of shit. Brashear was mean as here he is in the red here. He's gonna go after he's going after everybody. And Tasker's number 33 in white. And here he's like, come on, let's go then. And here comes Tasker. And Brashear was mean as shit in the Quebec League. Like, not like he was sending a message, like he was tired of guys fucking with him. Oh, yeah, he just beats them when they're down and like just didn't give a shit. But I always gave Brashear credit for going to that fucking league at that time because that was like, especially 04, man. Like, that league was Thunderdome back then. You know, all these other guys are going to Europe and all that stuff, and you know, just kind of keeping their legs and stuff. Brashear goes to the toughest league in the world, and it's like unbelievable. Yeah, and they were getting drawn massive crowds, man. Look at this. They're playing in the Forum where the Canadians play for an LNAH game, and they were getting like 10 grand. Like, and what a time in that Quebec League. Just fucking meatball show. It was tremendous. Of course, Brashear was getting about 400 grand to come play there too. Oh, here you go, little Ty Domi and Kevin Kaminsky in the Memorial Cup here in Saskatoon. I was at this game live, 1989. Here we go, Domi with Peterborough, Kaminsky, Domi in the white. Here we go, stand up, fellas. Here we go, Kaminsky and Domi, toe to toe. Yeah, I laugh now. Everybody in Saskatoon, there must have been 78,000 people in this game because you talked to everybody and everyone was at this game. I legit was at this game. Yeah, the Blades and their Taylor Crunk and Mackenzie Stewart. Crunk in the white here. This is Mackenzie's in one here. He gets it. Oh, ooh. Linesman, don't be afraid to get in there. I said, holy shit, they break it up every other time. Now we're just gonna hang out. You know, watch this guy just fucking catch hands like it's his job. Oh. I don't. I did not know he was left-handed. Maybe it's this one. Oh, as if lathering him with shots. Milan Lucic, Jordan Benfeld from the old Western League. Lucic in the white, of course. It's a good fight, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. Benfeld is a big fucker too. Busted up. Got juiced the hard way. Chad Wagner and Billy McGuigan. There you go, Chad Wagner. Back-to-back 500 penalty minute seasons in San Diego. Lucic got a Gordie Howe hat trick, yes, in that game. In Fife, yeah, he's playing for the Fife Flyers. Him and Garrett Hunt, yeah, old Giants teammates. Yeah, Hunt. You got to see the 6-game suspension Hunt got. Soft as shit you've ever seen. But yeah, him and Lucic are playing together in Fife, and yeah, Lucic got the Gordie Howe hat trick the other night, last weekend. Chad Wagner, you go, It's like 1,000. Matt Summerfeld, John Morasti. Here you go. Morasti in the white. Well, I don't have to tell you that. A young John Morasti, a rookie in the Western Hockey League. And then Matt Summerfeld. I've gone on about Matt Summerfeld on the podcast for many years. You know, one of those guys that played 3 years in junior and then went back to the farm. But he fought everybody, man. Bugard, Morasti. Yeah. He was a tough dude. Ryan Vandenbush and Trevor Sen. Here you go. Sen's brief run in the American League. I believe he's playing for the Baltimore Bandits. Whoa, Vandy, get up. Here we go. Quick and dirty. That fight took place November 29th, 1996, for those wondering. Oh, the classic VHS tapes. You know, whoever was recording, somebody could tell them you can clear that counter, but okay. And that sort of adds to it. A little Ryan Penny and Matt Mull, a little goaltender battle here for you, folks. Back in the old Niagara Falls Thunder days from the OHL. Could Summerfeld play at all? No, not really. Well, I mean, he was all right. I think his heart just wasn't in it anymore. He was in Florida Panthers camp. Here we go. Big tree fall hard. Watch this one coming. Boom, boom. That is that. Yeah, I went to Panthers camp, got cut, and then that was it. I guess he just didn't want it anymore. I think he just got tired of the fighting. That was the thing, like 3 years in junior back then. I don't know how many fights, but he guarantee he had 20 a year for sure. So he at least had 60. And that was it. Well, little Steve Bosse, Jacques Dubé. This is a young Steve Bosse when he just started with Verdun. And of course, Jacques Dubé famously was was basically known as one of the toughest, I believe, bouncers in Quebec. And it, much like a real Doug Glatt type story, kind of taught him how to skate. And the rest is history. Went on to 500 career fights in the Quebec League, including, I believe it was a 78 fight season. Could you imagine telling somebody I had 78 fights last year? Oh, yeah. Heck. What a showman. And Dubé didn't lose too many, man. I mean, fought, I guess fight card's insane. He fought everybody, but he just could just take shots and just stand there and unbelievable. Like him and Morasti just had wars. But he's a favorite in Quebec, that's for sure. I know. A couple guys broke 80. Jake Doty, Chad Elliott. Here we go. Doty when he had hair. You know, Joe, just young teenager, footloose and fancy free, hair flying in the wind. I love Doty. I really wish LA would give him a game. Darcy Hordichuk and Greg Walters. A little IHL action for you. A little Solar Bears, Houston Aeros. I can remember Darcy Hordichuk when he was trying out for the Blades, an unknown up from the SJHL. Remember, who's this guy? You wait and see. Man, what a run he had with the Blades, too. He was so much fun to watch and would just hit like a freight train and just run around, fight everybody. Yeah, Hordichuk is great. Had a great NHL career, too. 500 games, made a lot of money. Was in some great fights. Was not the biggest guy either. But man, he had some wars in the IHL, man. Like, well, his first pro fight, that Engelstad fight, like Gino Pessolini and Mark Caprera. Caprera was like undersized, but I mean, a lot of the Ontario guys always talk about him. And the guy in the white here, he was undersized, but he's like a real, yeah, like PJ Stock type. And Gino Pessolini was really tough kid too. I'm not really up on my OHL at the time. I need like Dave in here or something, but yeah, I know Caprera was really highly thought of. Watching from the shitter. Well, there you go. That's actually a really good tilt. I just threw that on there because, like, I know Dave had it on his channel, so I'm like, well, if Dave's got it on his channel, it must be good. So I'll just throw it on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Yablonsky and Matt Nickerson go wild against Alaska. Yeah, this was some payback here. Alaska had roughed up Idaho's leading scorer, so Yabo and Matt Nickerson exact some frontier justice. I believe Yabo got 12 game or he got 6 and Nickerson got 10, I believe, for the suspensions. But they just beat the fuck out of Alaska. You know, yeah. Oh, yeah. You want some too, buddy? Here you go. Here's a little something for you. Yablonsky's about had enough. Nope, you're gonna get it now. Hit him, Nickerson. Whack, whack. Oh, sucker punches everywhere. When I interviewed Matt Nickerson, we talk about this incident. He has an interesting take on it. Him and Yablonsky had this whole thing set up. These guys are like, what the fuck just happened? No, I don't. No. No. Roughed up a little bit, but back at her. Definitely. Well, Harrison Roop, Duncan Siemens. Here you go. Rough name, tough guy though. God damn, that was pretty quick. That was a good one. Somebody told me that old Yuka told me to throw that up on the feed. I did. Yeah, that was all right. Duncan Siemens, I believe he was taken in the first round by Colorado at one time. That was a good tilt though. In the old Art Hauser Center in Prince Albert. Now we're gonna have Josh Gratton and Dan Lacouture. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Josh Gratton fight. Here we go. And away we go. Oh, oh, oh. And another one for you. Lacouture is, he's questioning all his life decisions now. That was a rough shot. Clearly, Gratton was pissy about shit. Oh, yeah, he's giving it to him. Yeah, so something happened because Gratton usually doesn't do that, but he's feeling that one. Yep. I believe there's some Frontier Justice handed out there. Johnny McGuire and Corey Genovese. Again, I have no idea, but somebody told me to put this on the feed. So here we go. Oh. Oh, dear. That's a tough shot. Oh, I didn't see who this was. I believe this is Gallant, though. I'm assuming. Or no, it's not Gallant. Who is this? Oh, God damn. Who was that? Oh, Grant McNeil, Kevin Bergen. That didn't happen very often to Grant McNeil, I can tell you that. Well, this is Kyle Neuber and Luke Gazdick from the OHL. Neuber's in the blue, Gazdick in the white. I know this is good. Zane, what's happening? We're in here watching some old OHL scraps here. I've come to the conclusion now after doing this for a while that I don't know if Luke Gazdick was ever in a bad fight. I think this is actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I was about to say that same, I say that about Zach Fitzgerald. I'm actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I got Zach on the playlist this week. No, I won't get shut down. I don't have any. I took all the NHL shit out, so they won't shut me down tonight. I don't think. Hope not. I gotta get. I'm trying to get this goddamn channel remonetized, so I can't afford to get shut down. Back when, yeah, you got that right. This is sort of the dying days of the OHL. This is sort of the last run at it when you could still fight. Yeah, it wasn't too long after that they pretty much shut it down. That was a great tilt. Flashback, Pat McGrath and Gallant. Flashback Friday by the Wheeling Nailers. All right. Take us back. What? Oh, it's Alex Gallant. Here you go. Patrick McGrath. Oh, very nice. Oh, Zach Fitzgerald. There you go. Yeah, hell of a career. Had a nice run in the UK. And it was episode number 100 on the Fourth Line Voice. Great guess. Zach's a good dude. That was a great fight. I actually just put an Alex Gallant fight on my Facebook page tonight. It was Matthew Olivier and Alex Gallant beat the fuck out of each other. All the Gallants are tremendous. Like, if you're the Calgary Flames, how do you not bring Alex Gallant up? Like, goddamn. Well, this is an OHL fight. Yeah. Oh, it's a goalie fight. Kelton Pine versus Jackson Unger. This is a new one. Somebody told me to put this one on the feed, so I was like, all right. Regina and Moose Jaw. So forgive me. These are here we go. The goalies are going to go meet in the middle. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. That's all right. Goddamn hard fighting with all that gear on. They're giving it the college try anyway. Look at this. The salad's flying. Klapka and Lomberg. Well, Gallant could probably beat the piss out of both of them at the same time. That was a good. Hey, well, whoever recommended that wasn't bad. He almost knocked himself out leaving the rink, but there you go. It's just the vibration, the. Oh, what are you mad about? I was gonna say it's 9-1. Fuck, it's about time. God damn. It's a hell of a way to start off your pro career to fight Alex Gallant. Mike Varhog and Derek Parker. Mike Varhog, 6'9". If I remember correctly, I don't think this ends well for Derek Parker. Now who was asking me earlier? Here's a guy that had an 80 fight season. Oh, Varhog's punching downhill. This ain't gonna be good. Look out. Yeah. Oh, you're getting it in the back of the head. This ain't good. Oh, you're gonna get. Oh, look out, Derek. Oh, there it is. Yep. Varhog is now a firefighter in Toronto. Can't get it. The second floor, he would need a ladder. Oh, the coaches, they just got to get into it. They got to try to show the boys that they got some energy left. Try to get them fired up. Oh, this is a I was gonna say the order is so clean. It was a televised game, RDS. That explains it. I was like, because I'm used to everything on the LNH being like from game tapes and like fan cameras and shit. Like, what the fuck is this replay shit? The older stuff, but yeah. Man, Varhog was a once Varhog put it together and like got his balance and shit after he went to the LNAH, it was like he was a fucking killer. I mean, he was good in the Western League and stuff, and then the UHL and shit. But yeah, when he got to Quebec, it was like, yeah, it's like when he got put all together, and yeah. Little Josh Caron. This was a kid that I always wanted to see. What is this? Oh, there we go. Oof, big hit there. This is like Art Burdinsky versus like Josh Caron. Josh Caron was like the kingpin of the Western Hockey League in his final season. He's in the white trunks here. He was a Minnesota Wild draft pick, and he played briefly in the Coast one year. God damn, this is a good tilt. Here we go. But yeah, Josh Caron, Caron. If you want to go down the hockeyfights.com Western Hockey League rabbit hole with Caron, he's got some friggin' good tilts. That was a good one. Shit. There you go. Sports action, Blazer replay. But yeah, man, Minnesota, the Wild had a thing going there where they would like man, they were just taking every kingpin fighter they could get out of every league for a while. Like they had Bugard. Imagine they had Bugard, John Scott, Riley Emerson, who was like 6'8", Josh Caron, Matt Cassian. Like they were just taking cement. Divine Apollon. Here you go, a little pregame warm-up. This just happened the other week. Cross checks Matt Hobbs. Yeah, and then all right, here we go. It's pregame warm-up. You don't see this too much anymore, folks. Divine Apollon got 10 games for this. Yeah, this was about 2 weeks ago, which is unfortunate because I want to see this. I want to see how this kid does as a pro. But yeah, I was definitely surprised they threw punches in the pregame warm-up. That surprised me. But I think what did him in was the cross check in the head. Well, I don't think I know that's what did him in was the he wants some more of Hobbs. Yeah, and I like Hobbs too. Hobbs a tough guy, but yeah, he took care of Hobbs. Oh, here's a little pregame for you. Here we go. We're gonna get. I love this one. Serge Lobel. Here we go. I'm gonna pick the chair up. I'm gonna hit to get the chair. A little WWE here. Yep. This is some old school Quebec Junior League. Here you go. Throw that too. Throw a puck at him. Oh, this guy's gonna throw his gloves at him. Fuck you. Here's another chair coming your way. Now he's gonna hop. He's just had enough. Here we go. Serge just had enough. Now I'm hopping the glass. Let's go. Oh, here you go. Little Brandon Sugden. Jason Norrie from the East Coast League, from the old Toledo barn. Sugden was playing for the Dayton Bombers. I was a huge fan of Jason Norrie too. And Sugden, of course. You know, oof. This is a young Sugden, his first pro season before getting banned from the East Coast League. Jim Sprott, Tony Joseph from the OHL. This is an old 80s OHL tilt for you. This is a good one. Of course, Jim Sprott went on and played forever in the minors, finished up in the Whipple. Here we go. Oh, 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 the boy, look at this. This is some old school tilt right here. These boys are going for it back in the day. Great tilt. Who do we got here? Mel Engelstad and John Craighead from the IHL. Craighead was really good too. He's doing a good job tying Mel up. Because Mel just wants to start swinging. Oh, yeah, here you go. Now he's going to get it wide open. Here you go. Oh. That's always good. Yeah, let's show the coach. Yeah. Jesus. Who's working this camera? What is this, amateur hour? God, that was a long fight. That was half the stream right there. Here you go, little Marc-Andre Fleury dropping the gloves. Adam Russo. How many times you going to see old Marc-Andre Fleury? Here he goes, heading out there. That's why I always said I wanted Fleury to get a hold of Binnington that game. Here we go. Fleury's in the white trunks. Let's see what he's got. For the Cape Breton Screaming Eagles. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. A little over under. Well, he's not completely lost. Oh, now he's going. The other guy's hanging with him, though. Shit, we've actually had some decent goalie fights tonight. Normally it's like one punch and they fall down, but oh, look at Fleury go. Look at the flower. That wasn't too bad, I gotta say. Jeremy Cornish and Ryan Schmier. I love me some Jeremy Cornish. Great guest in the fourth line voice. Cornish in the white trunks. Here we go. Lefty. Oh, Binnington. Fuck. I want somebody just to grab that clown. Now, rumor has it before the game, Schmier had been talking some shit about Cornish. So Cornish came into this fight all fired up. I got to say, Binnington did play well in the Four Nations, though, for Canada. That was a good tilt. Back in the old Elite League over in the UK. Brandon Tidbull and Pierre-Luc Leblond from the Quebec Junior League. I love PL3. He's tremendous. Brandon Tidbull, I love him and his brother were great. Tidbull played about half a season. He came from the Quebec League and Quebec Junior League and came to Saskatoon actually for about half a season. They ended up trading him to Swift Current, but I was a huge Brandon Tidbull fan. And I love me some Pierre-Luc Leblond. Like in the Quebec League, they actually found LeBlanc at a boxing tournament. Can you skate? Yeah. You want to play hockey? Okay. Like, There you go. Look out. Solid tilt. Fucking Tidbull. Ryan Finnerty and Bruce Richardson. I know this is one of John my boy Searson. This is one of his favorite fights from the Quebec or from the British Elite League. I guess they knew they were fighting off the draw. Oh, holy shit. There you go. That was a good tilt. Well done. As someone would say, fuck, there's no law against ducking. Shit. Tanner Lasan and Chad LaBelle. Here's another guy that I've often gone on and on about. Tanner Lasan played 3 seasons in the Western League, and then went to university and got a job, got on with life. But very fun kid to watch fight. Lasan's in the white. Here we go. Get up. Oh, look at the hair flying, the fists going. Jesus, a good one. Well done. That's another guy, Lasan. That's why I always pump him up. Go check that. Get to the Chad LaBelle looked all right there too. I'll give you full credit. Everybody needs an opponent. Yeah, that was a good one. I'm not a fan of these replays. I got to cut these videos. Well, I'll replay this one though. Yeah, that was a good tilt. Shit, throwing them hard and quick, man. Like I was saying, fighting like the double parked. The old Medicine Hat Arena. Caleb Huffman and Paxton LaRue. Caleb Huffman learned a valuable lesson. This is his first pro fight, and he took on Paxton LaRue. So full marks, but you're going to get it, kid. And LaRue was pissed. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. And another one for you. Whack. I'll give you another one to finish us off. Yeah. Don't throw a cross check then next time. Yeah. That kid ate about 5. I'll give him credit for standing there and taking it, but yeah, fuck around with Paxton LaRue. You're lucky he really didn't dust him when he was on his knees. I mean, he gave him a shot, but he could have really smacked him. That was just the other week, that fight. Come on, boys. Let's get in the chat going. The chat's a little dead here tonight. It's Friday night. Quiet here. Everybody's sitting on their hands or what? Ooh, yeah, that kid took a few right here. Oh, that was a good shot. Oh, Gabby Rock and Dave Hamill. This is from last night. Oh, LaRue, yeah. Back LaRue's because he took like 7 years off and then came back. Ooh. Jim McKenzie and Rudy Poshek. Oh, some classic old American Hockey League. I'm a huge fan of both these guys. Get out of there, refs. Jim's going to get them lefts going. Oh, tremendous. Oh, I love fucking Rudy Poshek, man. I'll tell you, that mug, throwing hands, got the big nose, shit. You know, I mean, none of us surprised as Rudy wasn't the best looking guy in the world, but one of the most exciting fighters ever. I always say Rudy looked like he ran a 100-yard dash in a 90-yard gym. But oh, here you go. Little Kyle Friedrich and Mitch Fritz. Battle of the Giants here. Hurricane Fritz and Kyle Friedrich. Oh, the NHL is very lucky Jim McKenzie wasn't mean. That was a good tilt right there. It's too bad Friedrich ended up having the head issues and couldn't play longer because he could have been a dominant force in the league. I don't know where Rudy. I know Rudy had some issues. I know that, but Francis Lassard and Scott Ford. This is a good one. If memory serves, when I was adding this, I hadn't seen this before. I mean, it's got Francis Lassard in it, so it's got to be good. Ugh, how are your hands? Jesus, this is a good one. Hit him again, Francis. How are your hands, boys? Holy shit, that was a good fight. Ryan Hallwig and Tristan Grant. Tristan Grant, another great guest in the fourth line, boys. Oh, we had a hit from behind. Now we're going to come in. Here we go. Oof. Little inside dirty boxing going on. Oh, Grant's coming back. Here we Jesus, this is a pretty good little tilt here. Oh. Goddamn, that was good. I don't even Grant was a great guest in the fourth line boys too. Shit, I've had some good guys on my shows over the years. Huh. Ah. Kirk Tomlinson and Kevin McGuire. Well, I know this. I threw this on the feed. I wasn't quite sure. I didn't watch it, but I just saw Kirk Tomlinson and Kevin McGuire, so I was like, "Wow, this will be good." Oh, Hallwig is a shit disturber for sure. If you seen the guy now, Christ, get the hair down to the middle of his back, long hair, Jesus. Uh, Here we go. Machine Gun Tomlinson and Kevin McGuire. Oh, tremendous. Look at this. I have the Adirondack DVD for the year Tomlinson was there. He had like 37 fights. Every fight's like this, just toe to toe. Oh, here comes McGuire. I love Kevin McGuire. Kevin McGuire, Shane Churl is the fight that got me into this shit. Kevin McGuire versus Bob Probert. That's a great tilt too. Oh, there was a reason Simon fucking gave Hallwig the fucking, you know, the Hespeller comb over. Yeah. Danik Emmond, and Matthew Gagnon. I'm a huge fan of Matthew Gagnon's. Here we go. He's in the black trunks here. We're going to little Quebec Junior League. Jesus, this one's a good one too. Ooh, ooh. Don't hit him. He likes it. Oh, how can I only have 12 people in here? Shit, these fights are good tonight. Jesus, look at this. Good recommendation. Somebody recommended that to me, so I didn't watch it before I put it on the stream. Holy shit. That was a good one. I like not watching them before, but then it's like, okay, I don't want to put a dud on here, but shit, none of these have been duds. These have been good fights tonight. Oh, little Greg Smith and Frederick Oduya for the old IHL. I love me the old IHL. Well, Kansas City Blades, little Chicago Wolves. Greg Smith coming in. You know he's going to go crazy. Here we go. Frederick Oduya was the shit, man. Unfortunately, was killed in a motorcycle accident in Sweden, his home. And Greg Smith's just crazy. Terry Ryan was saying in Fredericton, yeah, they weren't getting off the ice, so Greg Smith just in warm-ups, Greg Smith just started taking pucks and just taking slap shots at everybody, making them all dive out of the way behind the bench and shit. There's a clip on here. I'll put it on the next live stream. Greg Smith runs a goalie. He must run him from like the blue line. Just kills him. Zenon Konopka and Tyler Handchuck from the OHL. Yeah, here you go. Nothing wrong with some Z. Good old Zenon Konopka. Zenon's in the white here. No. Again, some classic old OHL. Oh, Z ain't going to give up on you. Here we go. Oh, oh. Oh, you going to grab him or not? Shit, there you go. That was a good fight. Jeff Buchanan and Brian Pellerin. Again, so I put a lot of IHL on here tonight, which is all right. I was advertising the live stream in the IHL group, so hopefully somebody showed up. Look at old Bucky, former Blade. I'm checking them lefts. The old timer here. Oh, Pellerin's gonna take it. Oh, a little wild swinging. Oh, Pellerin's fired up. Got hit so hard he forgot knocked his name off his jersey. Fans don't like. They're yelling boo. I believe no one's enjoying this. Look at that. She was fired up for it. I'll tell you. Those Atlanta Knights. And Massey's at the game. Oh, Ruskowski at the tie. Richard Scott and Doug Dowell. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at Dowell. Look at Scott. Oh, quick and dirty. Richard Scott, one of those guys. Another guy, unfortunately, that had to retire due to head trauma. Well, I don't think Doug Dowell was ever in a boring fight in his life. Jeez. Got some empties here, folks. Ugh. Oh, Morasti and Lassard. You know, this will be good. Once again, Francis Lassard. Oh, you got to get the helmets off, fellas. Jesus, what are we doing? There you go. Unbelievable. I don't know how those guys did it. Fuck, Lassard fucking owns a gym in Quebec. You gotta see if it looks like he'd still play. Nope. Oh, Lassard was so tremendous. I love Francis. Now I know I've interviewed many people that can't stand. They hated Francis Lassard, but I don't think the dude was ever in a dull fight in his life. But he was just an asshole. That's what made him so good. It was like I've interviewed guys. They're like he was so tough, but he was such a prick, and he didn't need to be, but he just was. He was just an asshole, and he just do dirty shit and like a bunch of times when him and Rasty fought about 8 times. Rasty take his helmet off, Lassard to keep his on, just shit like that. It was just like, oh, you asshole. Cord Pankowitz and Evan Poley, little old Western League. I believe we're from Red Deer, Alberta. This fight's taking place, and here we go. Apparently, we're going with a one camera shoot tonight. We're not, yeah. Oh, where is Paul? I have no idea. Oh, wow. There we go. Fuck, we'll end that on a high note. Ding. Why are you asking me? What do you think? I got a hockey podcast or something? Think I would know these sort of things. Oh, a little blood. Should have seen the other guy. Yeah, I got time to bleed. Make some noise in Red Deer. Fire it up. Look at that. I might have to add Evan Poley to a regular list a regular on the playlist. Old Cord thought he really had something here. I'm doing pretty. He's thinking to himself, he's doing pretty good. Parents are gonna be thrilled. Chicks back home are gonna love it. Whack! All of a sudden, oh shit. Chris LaPuma and Mike Rourke. Now this one I know. I know Mike Rourke didn't fight very often, but when he did, it was good. And Chris LaPuma was tremendous. Puma in the white trunks of the Wolves. Rourke playing with Manitoba. Mike Rourke had a great fight with Terry Ryan, another great one with Alex Stoyanov. Chris LaPuma was I believe he was a roadie with Guns N' Roses in the summer when hockey was over. That's a true story. No, that fight was kind of a lunch bag letdown, I gotta say. But LaPuma wasn't some good ones over the years. So was Rourke. Ryan Vandenbush and Tom Sullivan. Well, now Ryan Vandenbush is another guy. You hear his name. I don't think he ever had a bad fight. Tom Sullivan had a huge rep in the Ontario League too. This is some young Ryan Vandenbush, Cornwall in white here. Sullivan's at the Windsor in blue. That was a pretty good one here. I gotta find the fight. There's a clip. Tom Sullivan fights a goalie, and him and the goalie go like toe to toe. And the goalie was apparently like a real tough guy. Oh, LaPuma was outstanding in the IHL, absolutely. Ooh, ooh. Oh, Bandy's eating a couple here. Look at that. He's just, oh, Jesus. This is a good tilt. I forgot how good this one was. Oh, oof. Once again, the crowd upset by all of this. Damn good. Oh, Vandy's tremendous. Yeah. Gino Pessolini and Robin Big Snake. Here we go. When Big Snake went to he left the Western League and went to the Ontario League. Yeah, that was always weird to me in the Western League. Like back then, the guys they'd always take their helmets off in the Western League. On Ontario League, they always kept them on. And sometimes I shouldn't say that. Sometimes they would take them off, but usually they fought with their helmets on. But the Western League, most of the time, always took that shit off. That was really weird to me when I first started getting OHL because back in the day, you never saw this shit, right? So I started getting OHL tapes, and I noticed that they'd never take their helmets off. It was kind of weird. Oof, oof. This Pissolini kid's tough too. I'm kind of again kind of an OHL guy that I'm just kind of getting into, but that's a couple good ones. Of course, fucking Big Snake's tremendous. Yeah, buy those Vandy Blunt. Yeah, I know. I got the cards. I got the card set from that year in St. John. Yeah, I wish you had you. I wish you still had the old Kitchener tape too. Dylan Boucher and Daniel Amesbury. I'm a huge fan of. Dylan Boucher is rapidly becoming one of my favorite current guys. Well, he is one of my favorite current guys. And no, old Amesbury. Nope. Got to get a shorter tie down, Daniel. We're an hour and a bit. We're coming to the end of the live stream pretty quick. I know the last fight is the classic Terrell Bauer Boucher. It's the rematch. Is the final fight. I think I actually ended up throwing that Quebec League brawl uh, on here twice when LaBelle throws the chair and shit. Oh, here's a little Colton Orr and Graham Belak for you. Wade's younger brother, who is just as big. I think he eats some shots from Colton in this one, though. Jesus, Orr's hitting him with some shit. Graham Belak, oof. Graham Belak had a great chin. As you can see, Graham Belak now an RCMP officer here in Saskatchewan. Man, this Providence stuff that was found, somebody found that Providence shit with Colton Norris, all the Colton Norris fights. It's like you watch them, it's like Jesus. Oh, here you go. Brett Gallant, Patrick Bordelot. Can't go wrong with a Brett Gallant fight. Ooh, 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 oh, Jesus. Bordy, got a duck here. Oh, Gallant was so good. That was I did put this on here twice. Well, whatever. We'll watch Serge Lapel throw a few chairs anyway because this is just funny. Ooh, I didn't realize that. I love when he hits that guy with the chair. Fuck that cracks me up every time. Oh, here we go. I look at this guy throws his gloves at him. Oh, I laugh every time I see that. Oh, then here's another chair for you, you fucker. Yeah, coach is out there trying to break shit up. Oh, the classic '90s Quebec Junior League. Go get him, Serge. Here we go. Yeah. Serge found a home in the LNAH. He was completely at home. Yeah. They did some scouting. They saw this tape and said, "We need to get this guy." Yeah. He did jump on the here you go. The final fight of the night. Terrell Bauer, Dylan Boucher. I believe Terrell Bauer is probably one of my he's in my top 5 favorite current guys right now. Needs to answer his DM, so we need to get him on the Bruised and Battered show. Round 2. Ooh. Well, one more beer never hurt. We'll open the final beer on the final fight. Here we go. Who's the fucking nerd linesman? Like, oh, he's holding the hand up. Like, get out of the way, fuck. Does it look like they're ready to stop? There, now you can. Well done, boys. Tremendous. Huge fan of both guys. Great way to end the live stream. I just got a Bauer game worn specialty. Old Johnny Utah. You got them all, I'll tell you. There we go, fellas. You know what? I was gonna say I'm gonna congratulate myself and say that was a heck of a playlist. That was some good shit tonight. I'm writing shit down. Evan Poley. We will definitely do more of that. Evan Poley. What was the other one I said? Oh, Sullivan versus the goalie. I'll put that one on too, because that's some funny shit. I had to go. I might have to. I'm gonna have to comb the interwebs to find that one. Bauer fights like PJ Stock, but double. Yeah. Well, who's Manitoba's? Was it Seattle? Is that whose farm team he's on? You know, it's like. Oh, there we go. We'll get my giant fat head on there. Yeah, I mean, there's a happy 50th to miss. Well, there you go. The wife's 50th, right? She's still putting up with you. Yeah, I married young. She's all of 3 years younger than I am, but I was gonna say I married for money when I was a teacher. I screwed that one up. Oh well. The Moose is Winnipeg's farm team? Well, actually, that would make sense. They're both in Winnipeg. For some reason, I thought he was Seattle property. Oh, there you go. Well, where were you, Cernak? You missed it. I played that one tonight, actually. McGuire and Genovese. Yeah, where were you? About an hour ago. Look at this, late to the party. Now he's chiming in. Yeah, almost 4 years younger. Oh, there you go. Cradle robber. Well, yeah, I was gonna say I think that that live stream went all right. I'm actually gonna shave for the next one because this is I'm looking like I'm fucking homeless. Coachella Valley is Seattle's AHL team. Well, I should have realized because like all if they're in the same city, they're yeah. Well then, goddamn, Winnipeg, Jesus, you can't crack Winnipeg's lineup. Aren't they in last? It's hard times. Yeah, Hamill. He doesn't fight much, but he clearly has thunder in his hands. Yeah, Hamill, because I did the player spotlight at him. Yeah, I did a bunch of his Western League stuff too. I think I did the Trell. God damn, it wasn't that long ago. I did the Terrell Bauer player spotlight too. No, my memory is great. Yeah, no head trauma here. But yeah, I'm always mad with the podcast. I should have done like a show notes book. I should have kept track of everything. So I've done like how I don't know how many fucking player spotlights on you. Um and didn't write fuck all down. So it's like I don't know what I've covered and what I haven't after nearing in 500 episodes. I will say next week I'm gonna have Yuka back on, and Yuka's done a whole bunch of research because coming up on February 1st is all right, Dylan Boucher. That's a good idea, actually. Hold on, Dylan Boucher player spotlight. I know tomorrow's episode when I record it's going to be a lot of my week on the internet because I am fucking going to rant about some motherfuckers tomorrow. Holy fuck. The amount of fucking idiots that I have in my notifications these days. Unbelievable. The fucking goofs I have. The one guy was mad that I just post pictures and I don't put the video links below the pictures. I'm like, it's called YouTube, motherfucker. Go look it up yourself. I said, fuck, you want me to cut your food for you and wipe your ass? Like, Jesus. Like, this is a phony account. I don't know what that means, but yeah. I'm sorry I didn't mean. What are you talking about? Where are you? Last thing you said was she's almost 4 years younger than I am. Or would you text me or something? Yeah, no, the amount of fucking goofs that I've had in my notifications the last bunch of days. I mean, the Facebook account has actually really been growing. It was a really strong December this year for the Facebook. I've been like the last 28 days, I looked it up. I have 5 million views on my Facebook account. So like Facebook's been really hopping. So it's been really cool to pick up a ton of followers. But in saying all that, yeah, I don't know what fucking toilet some of these people popped out of, but it's like motherfucker. Yeah, it's just and like I put at the start of the new year, I said, I am not entertaining you idiots. I'm not going back and forth with you. If you're gonna post stupid shit, it's just block, block, block. I was joking about what you said about the goofs. Oh, um, yeah, it's just clown show shit. And just like no, but like not just nonsensical, like just idiocy. Like, oh, I don't know. Like what are we doing? I don't know. I have a bunch of shit written down. But yeah, Dylan Boucher player spotlight would be pretty good. Although I will say, I think the last episode I was talking about when that guy was talking about like the best fighters in the league, like Jack McBain and all the, I'm like, who the fuck are these? Tyler Tucker and stuff. I'm like, I don't know who these people are. So I said, well, maybe I'll do player spotlights on them because it's like, well, I mean, if you're going to talk about them, all right, I should probably do some research and find out who these people are. But we'll see. Was it? Oh, Yuka. Yeah. Train of thought. February 1st marks the anniversary of the infamous and famous Gordie Howe Lou Fontinato fight. And Yuka has done a ton of research and gone back on newspapers.com. He has like, he went and bought like a whole bunch of like 50s Time Life magazines, like that have old articles about the fight and has old pictures of the fights. And he has it like broken down, and it'll be an interesting episode, we'll put it that way, in terms of breaking the myth of the Howe Fontinato fight. And I love that shit, right? Like I'm a hockey historian guy. Like I love, and Yuka's, I mean, his knowledge is second to none, and the research that he puts in. And like I said, it's not just newspapers.com, but he bought old magazines and like, yeah. So he's been because he wants to actually, he's been doing some research. He wants to write a Fontinato book, and Yuka's already written a book. He wrote a book about Sammy Helenius. He wrote Sammy Helenius's biography, of course, in Finnish, right? But yeah, and what's the other? He wrote 2 books. He's written 2 books. So exactly. It means old. Well, Yuka's not that old. I mean, I don't know how old Yuka would be. 40, I think. Now, I think late 30s, 40. I don't know. I'm 50, so I am old. I'm looking at right now. I look old too. Holy, get a shave, Jesus. But I need a haircut too. But yeah, but I'm like really looking forward to, because he's got some really interesting tidbits about that Font Auto How clash. So yeah, I have to record with him. That'll be fun. A few people ask you. I got a few fans in the SPHL. Oh, that SPHL group. Today's hockey fans are fucking morons. Like, oh, it's embarrassing, especially those minor league groups. That's what pains me about doing the Bruised and Battered show. Oh, because I have to like interact with these people, and it's just like, and it's, yeah, and it's just, yeah, it's hard times here. I just get the wife to cut my hair in the basement. I'm not paying shit anymore. I'm like, just shave it off and, go down to like, I don't know, 2 on the clipper or something. I mean, not, I'm not joining the Marines or anything, but fairly close anyway. Going to Vegas. For some reason, my wife's got this thing, like when you go on vacation, it's like, oh, you have to have a haircut. Why the fuck do I need a haircut when I'm going on vacation? Like, she has this thing though. I don't know what it is, but because we're going in February, right, to Vegas, but so a little early. But I have I got this. I went and bought these patches, and I'm trying them out, boys. Tim, I got something for you here. I got that, and then I got it's an Army one. But look though, I just said I ordered them from Ninja Patches. Actually, I think they turned out pretty good. So, fourth line voice hats. But so I got these hats off Amazon. They're the Flex Fit. But my hair is kind of high right now, so yeah, I need to get a haircut for the fourth line voice hats to fit. So you'll be in Vegas the first week of February. Well, thankfully, I'll be there on the second week. So, oh, Tim, don't worry about that. I'll hook you up. Yeah, the patches were kind of expensive. You had to order more, but and that was the thing I didn't know, so I didn't want to order that many. So I ordered 10. Of course, they're American, the exchange, and it ends up being about $8 a patch. But I'm like, whatever, I'll give it a shot, see what it looks like. No, they were $75 for 10, 75 American. So that's about $462 Canadian. But large, extra large. Well, that was the thing. Like, yeah, the ProFit hats. It was like, I know, because it's all, obviously, like, obviously with this one, it's like, like, obviously you got like the GU on the back. So with like the fourth line voice ones, it's just blank, right? So I was like, I was thinking to put something on the back, but I'm like, I think I'll just put like the Hockey Podcast Network, I think, DHPN or something, but we'll see. I did a trucker one. That's the first ones I did. I gave one to my brother and one to the nephew on truckers hats. They look pretty good. I went and bought them at Lids. They were yeah, they were two. I don't know what they were, but whatever. I think they were like 2 for $40 or something. But yeah, they actually came out really well. So, but I was really happy with the patches from Ninja Patches. They came out really good, and I wasn't sure like the size, because I measured this, like I measured obviously like the Gonzaga logo. I measured it, and it was like, all right, well, okay, we'll go with that size, and of course, but it's a circle. So, but it actually, yeah, they turned out pretty cool, and I was really happy with the camouflage hat. So, I'm a size 8 in a new era. Well, now you're getting picky. Jesus. What are you in flex fit? I'm assuming large, extra large, like most people. Unless you got a fucking bucket head like Jay. Jesus. But like trying to put a fucking beanie on a globe. But the truckers' hats, yeah. But anyway, I ordered 10 patches. And for some reason they sent me 15. I know I only paid for 10, but they sent 15. But they actually turned out really well. So and then the wife bought like this hat iron thing. It's like curved. And so yeah, I made a few hats here, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, we'll find. I know our union does like a huge hat order and stuff, so I'm gonna go talk to our union guy that does the merch, and I'm gonna see if I can kind of, maybe jump in on the hat deal a little bit, and see if I can get some cheap hats. Well, I get not cheap quality, but like cheaper, because they're buying a mass amount. So I'll just ask them, like, if I can, because they're like trucker hats and shit, but it would be like, in the order, can I get like buy 5 or something, but because they're ordering like 100 hats at a time or 150 hats, right? So they're going to get them for next to nothing when you're buying them that many. So, hopefully yeah, we'll see if I'm going to jump in there. I just probably just get like camouflage ones or something. I don't know what the fuck, right? But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, that's the problem. Like, being with the Bucket Drop Apparel, they sell our merchandise and stuff, which is very nice of Brock and Brittany to do. I mean, I've talked about having merch forever, and they cut us a good deal and on that in terms of like what they pay us and stuff per shirt. But problem is it's all right in the United States, but if you're Canadian and you want to buy a Fourth Line Voice t-shirt, it ends up being like fucking $75 or something with the shipping and the exchange and all that. And that's the problem with the Fourth Line Voice podcast. About 65% of my listeners are Canadian. So it's like, they're not going to buy anything. So I'm like, and I've sold a few shirts to Americans, but and like Brock feels really bad because they're kind of like the middleman, and he's just like, that's just the way the price structure is. And then with the exchange and everything, it sucks right now for Canadians. So, because it's like basically 72 cents. And so, I mean, basically you're losing 30 cents on every dollar, right? And then when the shirts are $35 plus then the shipping, starts adding up, right? So yeah, we ended up working it out. I think Brock almost shit when he found out it was like 75. I said, I can't even afford to buy my own shit, so that's unfortunate. But then with the Bruised and Battered selling their, they sell a Bruised and Battered merch too. We've actually sold a decent amount because it's like when we go on, because that's the thing on Believe, the network that we're on, or what's the word I'm looking, where we upload our episodes and stuff, the provider, the whatever you want to call it. They give you the breakdown of like the countries that are listening and blah, blah, blah. Well, like 70% of our listeners are from the United States with the Bruised and Battered show. So that's why we're selling shit, because it's, you're selling to Americans. So yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the Canadian one. And it's like, not only is the Canadian one expensive, but also I'm asking, you want American listeners, but are they going to buy something, like when you look right there, look at my logo, it's got a giant maple leaf in the middle. America, the Yanks ain't buying anything with a maple leaf on it. So I might have to change up. I might have to come with an alternate Fourth Line Voice jersey. I think couple of designs I'm thinking about. One is like the old, I put the design up on Facebook tonight. The Fight Club with the bar of soap, but instead of saying Fight Club, it says Fourth Line Voice, something like that. And then the other one I'm going to try to do is like the Jack Daniels logo and all that shit, but make it like Fourth Line Voice, established, 2018. I have to find out my start date, 2018, I think, and just shit like that. And, come up with a Jack Daniels logo or something. I don't know. Try something different. try to incorporate some try to try to rip off some alcohol logo and incorporate the fourth line voice in with that, like Budweiser or something, like because they get the red triangle or whatever. Um, you know, whatever, we'll see. But I got to come up with some designs. But yeah, the whiskey logo would be good. Yeah, because the Jack Daniels thing is so iconic, right? So I think yeah, because actually that's another thing. Like our union came out with like Jack Daniels type shirts for the like the QP 859 union, and they look pretty fucking cool. So I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm gonna think about doing the fourth line voice like that. But I need someone a better designer than I to come up with it. But I know Jay and Alec have really been messing around with the AI shit and stuff. So of course they've been coming up with all the different team logos and shit. Like I posted on Facebook tonight, like Jay, of course, Mr. UHL, right? It did the old Madison Monsters logo, but with like bruised and battered. And of course, we did the Trashers jersey, but instead of a garbage can, it's a beer can taking a slap shot. That's the latest shirt that we put out. Um, what was the? Yeah, it actually Jay just did it really quick on AI for me with the uh you know, but it actually turned out like yeah, it is. It actually turned out pretty cool. So yeah, I'll just gotta touch it up a little, but I gotta kind of because you gotta somehow put podcast or something on there, right? Or maybe you don't. I don't know. Um, yeah, I've never done anything with AI. I don't know anything. I mean, I know what it is, but I've never worked with it or done anything with it. And Alec has done some of the stuff, like some of our logos and shit, he's done through AI. Jay just started up with it, and he was just like, "Oh yeah," that's what he said today. He's like, "This is fun." He goes, "I feel like goddamn like David Copperfield or something, man. It's like magic and shit, right? Like what it can do." So yeah, so I'm gonna have to check it out. I've never, like I said, I've done Photoshop back in the day. Like I can Photoshop some shit, but I'm not saying I'm great at it, but I can Photoshop. Um, but yeah, I've never done AI. But the I think the best because Alec did like 50 bruised and battered stuff. We haven't released all of them, obviously, but he's just done different logos. But the best bruised and battered one that he came up with was the old Blades of Steel Nintendo game. He came up with a bruised and battered Blades of Steel type thing. And I was like, all right, well, that's the one bruised and battered episode or shirt I'll buy is the Blades of Steel logo or front cover. So I'll buy that one. I think I'll probably buy the Trasher one too. Actually, we actually sent a cop. We actually sent that shirt to AJ because we asked him first if it was okay. But and he loved it. So, but yeah, I think I'll do I think the Fight Club bar of soap would be well. Now that I'm saying it, you just put the fourth line voice in a bar of soap, just in the middle of a black jersey or a black T-shirt. I mean, it's sort of if it's one of those if you know, right? So maybe that's all I need, just fourth line voice in the soap. Actually, now that I'm saying it, yeah, why not? Huh? I may as well throw it out there. We'll try it, but yeah, yeah. But I think I like the Jack Daniels idea too. So, but yeah, Alec has done some cool logos with the bruised and battered shit though. But yeah, I like I said, the bruised and battered podcast is doing really well. It's really taken off here in this year. Uh, who's your Super Bowl pick? Um, I don't think Houston's offense is good. Their defense is good. I don't think their offense is good. I was Seattle, but I keep waiting for like Darnold to fold, but he's rolling. I don't know. What do you think? It's not be Denver. I don't know. It's kind of small in the pocket, big on the back. Yeah, I don't Yeah, I don't know about Chicago. Well, I mean, why might who knows, right? I don't know. Yeah, hold on. I gotta shit tells you how much I've been paying attention. I even know who's in it. Yeah, Bills and Broncos. I don't know. Bills always seem to choke. I mean, I like Josh Allen and shit, but 49ers and Seahawks. The Seahawks. I don't know about the what Houston and New England, the Rams and the Bears. Well, there you go. Hmm, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. That's pretty wide open. It's like I always want to say. It's like I always want to say the Bills, but they just well, Josh Allen puts the Bills on his back every week, and that's the problem. So it's just like I don't know. I don't know, Seattle. And like I said, Houston's D is really good, but then God, yeah, you know what? I was kind of scoffed at you a little bit about the Bears, but I don't know. Hey, well, I guess if yeah, boy, Seattle. That's what I would pick. Why not? Maybe I'll throw a little cash on the futures bet on Seattle. Fuck, I don't know. The way I've been betting on the NFL this year, fuck, I couldn't pick the winner. Like I said, by gambling right now, I couldn't pick the winner of a one horse race. Fuck. Yeah. 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 Promo code THPN. DraftKings, sign up. Actually, I think you get like a $200 bonus right now if you sign up for DraftKings with our promo code. Why not? Free money, just throw it on something. That's the problem. I have to cut the promo for DraftKings all the time. You can't get DraftKings in Saskatchewan, so I can't even bet on DraftKings. So, but they've given the network a shit ton of money over the years, so I can't knock DraftKings. But I hear their practices are a little. What do the kids say? A little sus. So, but the beer's kicking in. How do I have more people now than when I was spinning the hits? Where were you people when Francis Lassard and John Morasti were kicking the shit out of each other? I had one guy leave. He was like, "This guy's chastising me. I'm leaving." I have to record an episode tomorrow, and I'm not sure. I'm gonna be yelling and screaming about a few people. I have some examples. I'm gonna make some examples out of people, and then look at that. Thank God I never lost my teeth. Thankfully, my parents paid a lot of money for these teeth. Uh, folks, yeah, it is 11:40 here, and some of us have to work tomorrow morning. Going in for some overtime. Got to make some money. Got to make some money for Vegas in February. So, who's going to Vegas here? You were telling me they're going to be there in the first. We're going to miss each other. You're going to be there the first week. I am there on the from the 15th to the 26th. Over the school break here and 1 week after. So looking forward to finally getting some days off. But yeah, so I leave in basically it's the first. Yeah, I've never been to Atlantic City. I've never been out east in the eastern United States, like New York, New Jersey, and shit. I've never been out that far. I'd love to go to New York. I want to see New York. I know a lot of people are like, "Are you nuts?" But I mean, whatever. I would like to see it one time. I'm still mad at myself that I never went to Yankee Stadium. That bugs me that I never saw Yankee Stadium. But I do have to go out to a Yankee game. Not that I'm like Mr. Yankee or anything, but just but see Times Square, do the tourist shit. But I need to get to New York and Boston. I gotta get to Fenway Park. That is my one. You haven't done Western Canada. Oh well, don't worry about it. Fuck it. Well, BC definitely. Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Alberta with like Banff and Jasper and shit. Yeah, definitely check out the mountains and shit. Saskatchewan, Manitoba. Fuck that. Don't even bother stopping here. Fuck. It's flattered piss on a plate. Fuck. Yeah, you can watch your dog run away for 3 days. Don't come in the winter, that's for sure. So, you're going from the 4th to the 6th. Well, that's a big trip. Fuck. Come on, you're just getting warmed up, man, in 2 days in Vegas. Well, I mean, Fenway. I mean, that's the thing, though. When you've never, I've never see the Green Monster. Check it out. I just want to. It's history, right? And being a baseball guy, it's like I want to experience it. Like it's like I got to go to Wrigley. Like I know my brother went to Wrigley. He's like, oh, it's a shithole, but it's like you got to experience it because it's like baseball fucking royalty, right? So I definitely have to check it. Not that I'm a Red Sox guy or anything, but I just want to check around. I just want to check to. I just want to be around Boston, just check Boston out. I heard around Fenway Park's pretty cool and shit. So yeah, check it out. And but yeah, but Wrigley, yeah, my brother was there back in the day. He saw Bonds hit to the game against Chicago. And yeah, because really I'm trying to think, the only major league stadium I've been to, well, I've been to California's and I've been to Seattle's. Well, back in the day, the Kingdome. That's how old I am. I was at the Kingdome. Oh yeah, just the history in Boston and check it out. Like I said, old Yankee Stadium. I wish I had seen it, right? See all the old, go there with the ghosts, right? With Ruth and Mantle and all that. That would have been cool as shit. But oh well. But yeah, get to New York, check it out. Boston, Chicago. Yeah, basically, yeah, Boston, Chicago, and New York are the 3 cities in the United States that I'd really like to check out. I've been around the United States, but I've never been there. So, yes. But in the meantime, I will be going down to Vegas in mid-February. So, and it'll be nice to get out of here because in mid-February, I can guarantee it'll be about minus 40 here. So, yeah, Baltimore, Camden would be pretty cool too. Yeah. Actually, you know what looks like on TV looks like a beautiful fucking stadium is Pittsburgh's. The Pirates fucking stadium looks fucking awesome. I mean, their fucking baseball team, it's kind of team they should have fucking telethons for, but I mean, their stadiums is definitely the shits, or is definitely the shit for sure. Philadelphia, I'd go to Philly. Fuck, I like all those big cities. Don't say I'm going to fucking move there. I'll go come and visit them. That'd be fun. I miss the ECW arena, man. I miss the ECW. I've been to LA. I didn't go to Dodger Stadium. I went to the Angels Stadium. But I've been in LA. Yeah. A couple times in LA, actually. It's funny when we go to Vegas and we're there for like 2 weeks. I always ask the old lady if she wants to like roll into LA because she's never been to LA, right? She's just like, no, but I would have loved to have gone back to the old ECW arena. That would have been sweet as shit back in the day, man. Yeah. Go see a little Jerry Lynn RVD matchup or fucking Danny Doring Roadkill. But well, boys, it's 11:45 here. We'll wrap up. I think we're going to wrap up the live stream, but I definitely appreciate everybody that stopped by tonight. As always, thank you very much. fuck, that playlist had some fucking bangers in it tonight. That was a good one. Because there was a bunch of shit that oh, fucking Bubba Ray's a fucking bitch. I was never a fucking Dudley Boys fan. I always thought Bubba Ray always acted tough with security in between them. But yeah, I don't know. I was never a Bubba Ray guy. He always irritated me. But you as well, Tim. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, when I get the hat shit straightened out, I'll talk to you. Same to you, Matt. Johnny Utah. We'll talk to you about the hats. But yeah, boys, I'll tell that story. I want to know that story. I got to get you back on the show too, by the way. We'll fuck the hockey shit. We'll just talk wrestling. Actually, Chef, the old Rob there, Chef from the Bare Knuckle Mob. I did his show a couple weeks back on his YouTube channel, Bare Knuckle Mob. He had me on there, and I, whatever, told bullshit for an hour and a half. But his buddy does a wrestling podcast, and he wants me on there because his buddy always wants to talk 80s NWA. And Chef goes, I didn't follow NWA in the 80s. And I'm like, oh, that's right in my wheelhouse. Fucking Midnight Express and fucking, Dusty Rhodes, the Legion of Doom. And I said, oh, yeah. Oh, he told his buddy, yeah. So apparently I'm going to be on the Urban Wrestling Show. And apparently the host nickname is Muffins. I'm like, Muffins. Well, okay, I'll call myself Wonder Bread, and we'll do a wrestling show. So I'm going to be on there talking about NWA. I'm like, oh fuck, the War Games and shit, and the Freebirds and all that shit. Four Horsemen, Midnight Express. Are you shitting me? Absolute Raven. Quote the Raven nevermore. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I will totally do some NWA. So apparently Muffins is very pumped. So apparently I'm going to be on the, like I said, the Urban, I think Urban Wrestling Network. So, well, I don't know how urban I am. I work urban, but I grew up in the suburbs. Yeah. Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man. Yeah. Ooh, baby, mercy. Yeah. Dusty Rhodes. Yeah. We'll go to the pay window, baby, if you will. Tommy Rich get fired up. But I was fired up for tonight's live stream. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go, and there we go. I got to go work tomorrow morning and attempt to record a podcast tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. See how that goes and whatever. But, fucking New Jack. Tremendous. Yeah. But, all right, boys. Thank you very much, you guys, for stopping by. I appreciate it. And we will be here next Friday. Come back. All right, everybody. Take it easy, boys.